Start with a story new for you at noon. A former MSU Moorhead football player has been sentenced to 60 days in prison for rape. Zachary Hilliard had already served 57 days and will also be on probation for 2 years. Judge Galen Voss says he believes Hilliard is no danger to the victim or the public. Hilliard pleaded guilty last month to fifth-degree sexual conduct. He and the victim were in a dorm room on campus when the assault happened. Court documents say that she said no multiple times, but Hilliard allegedly continued to rape her. Also new for you at noon, a Fessenden, North Dakota man is in custody after Valley City police say he used a 6-year-old girl as a shield to avoid being tasered by police officers. It happened around noon yesterday. 28-year-old Carson Mesmer and the 6-year-old were found walking around an area where Mesmer had crashed his pickup truck through a farmer's fence. Police say that Mesmer was paranoid, thinking someone was following him. When police tried to arrest him, he used the 6-year-old girl to shield himself from an officer pointing a taser at him. Officers were eventually able to arrest Mesmer. He's facing several charges, including DUI, reckless endangerment, and possession of a controlled substance. Fire officials say damage was minor after an early morning fire at a cattle barn south of Holly, Minnesota. It started around 5 Monday morning in a barn at Spillum Dairy. That's about 15 miles south of Holly near the intersection of Highway 32 and County Road 6. Crews are blaming the fire on a faulty electrical wiring. Damage is estimated to be less than $3,000. No people or cattle were hurt. 4 juveniles, 2 boys and 2 girls, are facing charges after allegedly stealing a car early this morning. Fargo police say a relative of one of the teens reported her 2011 Camaro stolen from her home in South Fargo around 2 a.m. Officers were able to pull that vehicle over just about 30 minutes later. The 4 teens inside were all taken to the Juvenile Detention Center. They will be referred to juvenile court on charges of possession of a stolen vehicle. Well, the rain just won't go away. But at least it's not snow, for most of us anyway. Let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn, who's keeping a watch on our Monday afternoon forecast.
Yeah, lots of much needed precipitation across the area, the bulk of it falling in the form of rain, but we've certainly seen some snow out there. I mean, it has been dry, so we'll take precipitation however it falls. We're going to take a look at the Oriska rest stop. Yeah, they've got some snow on the ground there. It looks like the snow has ended into that area. Also quite a bit of snow up in the Findlay area. Thanks to Janice for sending this in, and she posted there'll be no mowing today, but that mower, yeah, it's looking good out there in the snow. Some wet snow sticking to everything, making for a pretty sight, but not what you want to see in May. Let's take a look at where the rain and snow is falling right now. We've got quite a bit of rain in the Northern Valley, and then off to the west and southwest, that's where it's still snowing. And we still have a winter weather advisory. This in effect through 7 o'clock for Foster County, Stutsman County, Lemoore County, and Dickey County. It looks like we'll continue to see at least some snow there, maybe another inch or 2 into some areas before that pulls off towards the east. And as we warm up just a little bit, we will see that snow switching over to rain. We're not going to see much of a warm up today. Right now, temperatures in the 30s and 40s, and we may see them warm a degree or 2 as we head through the rest of the day. We do have some warmer weather on that 7-day forecast, though, and we'll show that to you coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Robert, we will see you then. Some new information for you on this Monday afternoon. Police say they've identified a suspect in a shooting incident that happened last night in Barnesville. Police Chief Dean Ernst says 2 men got into an argument, and one of them fired a gun into the ground in what he described as intimidation. He says that both men have given different stories on the nature of the fight. Police are trying to sort out exactly what happened. No one was hurt in the incident or has been arrested just yet. It was originally reported around 6 last night. Well, we've got a lot of road projects that are getting underway today. That includes a westbound lane and the adjacent sidewalk on 1st Avenue North in Fargo. That'll be closed from 2nd to 4th Streets. Workers are relocating utilities in preparation for the flood wall project and 2nd Street relocation project. The closure will be in place for the next couple of months. It's the first of 4 phases of the entire project, which will take about 4 months to finish. Contractors are starting to block off some work areas in the South Fargo neighborhood near the Fargo Water Treatment Plant for the expansion project getting underway there. Now, later this week, 4th Street between 13th and 14th Avenue South going to be closed down for that project. It will remain that way for the duration. Construction on the water treatment expansion is set to start early next month. Also getting underway today in Minnesota. Minnesota DOT crews are resurfacing Highway 75 from Halstead to Shelley, Minnesota. They're also working on Highway 200 from the North Dakota state line to Halstead. Drivers will experience lane closures and periodic delays. A one-week detour along Highway 75 a mile and a half north of Halstead starts May 18th. That project goes into mid-June. Leaky roofs, balconies falling apart, and faulty electrical wiring. Those are just a few of the problems that Fargo's housing inspectors find at area rental properties. After receiving numerous whistleblower calls from around the valley, Valley News Live's Christina Craig sat down with housing inspectors to find out which apartments have the most violations. Did your building make the list? Find out coming up tonight on Valley News Live, 10 at 10. Well, remember, if you want to stay updated on breaking news and weather alerts throughout the day, you can sign up for our Valley News Live text alerts. Just head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on the text alerts button for all of the details.